Hey, what's cooking, good looking? This is your favorite border boy, HOLDME, and I'm back at playing Hightail. Where are all the chests? Well, I'll tell you in a bit. I played offline a little bit and did some improvements. I changed the bed. I'll show you how I did that. It'll be pretty quick, and I think I'm gonna try to make this video a bit shorter. Because I don't have any plans for it, and also I want to see how bad is the sunset glitch. Remember when, like, if you have been seeing my videos, there's like times where like everything disappears and the only thing that you can see is pretty much the outline of some of the stuff, and then I have to kind of go and like walk a little bit or make the character go to sleep, and it's just very annoying. And yesterday I played offline. Like I played for like around 3 hours maybe or so. I don't remember really. But during that time, I noticed that glitch was like super heavily present in the gameplay, and it was just like very annoying. And I understand, again, it's like a game in work in progress, and it's like an early access and all that. So yeah, anyways, this is the bed that I made. You just need wood and plant fiber, and you make it with the furniture workbench. And there's like different beds: tavern bed, ruined wooden bed, lumberjack bed, Farron bed, dark temple bed, and bamboo bed. I kind of want to do this one, but I don't know where to get bamboo logs, cyan cloth, or orange cloth, or white cloth. So the Quebec, if that's how you say it, Quebec bed will have to do for now, and it's better than sleeping on the floor, I guess. So I just did that. I organized the workbench here, so that the tiny marble house was like a bit more cleaner. Like, I think it gives it a more clean look. And I also made this basement, because whenever you have the workbenches nearby, it'll use up the items that are near, like in chests nearby. So I did that. I kind of organized it a little bit, nothing crazy, and I put the builder's workbench here because it's not something that I'm gonna use very often, so I figured that I would place it there for now. And marble stuff there. I tried like decorating the tiny marble house for a bit with tables or like this temple wardrobe, and it looks nice, but they're all just like decorations. I think the table and the light temple shelf, you can like place stuff on top of it, but the way I designed the tiny marble house, it doesn't really like, these don't really fit in there. So I was like, you know what, sometimes less is more. And there's a phrase from, I believe it's from like, I'm not sure if that's her name, Coco Chanel, I think, like the lady that was the head of Chanel, or like the one who invented Chanel or whatever. And she said, simplicity is the keynote to all true elegance. And I love that phrase, because that's true. Like, sometimes simple things are better. But yeah, this is like a very rough basement. And yeah, again, I don't have a plan for this log, but I figured I could do something since I wanted to play for a bit, but I'm like catching up on Game of Thrones, so I kind of want to watch that. But I wanted to like make a video. Anyways, during the offline gaming, I got some light hide, and to get 15 light hide, it took me like 3 hours. That was just like crazy to me, and then I found out that I can like just farm it. I could make, a feedback, and I can plant wheat seeds. Maybe we can do this today. We can like make a little yeah, like start our little farm. Nothing crazy, but anyways, yeah, you can do these, and then you can attract animals. And I thought of the sheep because the sheep give you light hide, so I can just like hurdle some sheep and make like a tiny sheep farm, so we can have food to make meat skewers, and we can have, I think they give you wool too, and maybe wool is what we'll need to make these sign cloth things. So yeah, anyways, what's wrong with my nose? Oh, I have cat hair. It was itchy. Anyways, yeah, I've been just chilling all day with my cats and resting. So I'm full of cat hair, but that's fine. I don't mind it. Anyways, yeah, so I got these 15 light leathers, and with those we can go ahead and finish our iron set armor. So let's just go ahead and do that. And since I don't have the iron ingots, but they're below in the in the basement, then I can just like leave the light leather there. And then it'll just pull everything up from nearby. So let's make the iron greaves first. Cool. And then the iron gauntlets. Cool. So our set is ready. Our iron, let's see how it looks. That's funny. Oh. I think it looks cooler this way. Maybe last vlog I mentioned like I didn't like it, and I still don't like it, but that's just me, like it's a personal thing. I think I'd rather have it just without the armor, like not visible. I like this outfit better. I think it looks cool, very dystopian. And it's actually named kind of after that. It's like what is it called? Like, jeez, all this cat hair. Wasteland Marauder kit. And I just pretty much went with all the Wasteland Marauder kit. I think except for the shoes and the shirt. I don't know. I don't know the name for those, but I like this outfit better than just having like all the Anyways, so off to a great start. We managed to get all our iron set ready, and there was a shield. No, let's see if the shield makes any difference. Oh, cool. Z? Why Z? What is this? Oh, you can change your like secondary whatever. I wasn't aware of that. That's kind of cool. Anyways, yeah, let's just go ahead and, oh, I can wield it without, cool, I like that. Let's see how it looks, like when it's sitting down. Oh, cool. Very nice, okay. Anyways, in the last log, I think right at the end, I was going to deep talk, and that's okay. I just want to kind of clarify some of this stuff. And the first one was, I think, where I mentioned like, it's not that I want more, and what I meant by that is that like I do want, like I strive for more always, you know. Like I know sometimes desire is like sometimes the root cause of all your problems, sometimes, but if you manage it in a proper way, then you can go about that in a healthy way with balance. And the like, what I was trying to say with that is, oh, and I also cleaned the roof here. I made these kind of like stairs, and this little pathway so we can go and access the top of that hill easier. And I also added torches to the whole tiny marble house so that it's visible during at night, and I think it kind of looks better because it just gives it a more aesthetic look. But yeah. So anyways, what I meant by saying that is that like I've seen countless people who have like so much money, like friends or people I know, and they're not happy, and that just like, it's perplexing to me, the fact that someone pretty much has everything but at the same time is not happy. And I mean, it doesn't faze me right now, like I understand why that happens now, so that's why I kind of said what I said yesterday. And it's just that like you kind of first have to learn how to be happy with what you have first, because if you're always desiring more and more, then it doesn't matter how much money or how much material things you have. Like you're just money rich and you're not actually wealthy, because being wealthy to me is not like having only money, but it's like you're wealthy with your relationships, with your friends, family, with your with yourself, like being at peace with yourself. And if you're like happy with what you have, or like you learn how to be happy with just being, like just existing, then the rest is like kind of like a bonus. You feel me? Like yeah, it's pretty much like that. Like everything is just like, oh cool, like a small upgrade, or like it's something that you didn't have but you now have. So I think that way. Like I've learned, like I've had like a lot of stuff. I've had like a lot of friends, you know, like relationships, a girlfriend, whatever. And there was just something inside of me that always kind of not like yearned for more, but I wasn't really happy. And I was like, well, I have all these things. I'm an engineer, and I'm very happy with my decision to study engineering. And I was kind of at a spot where oh, what is that? A sheep? You know what? Let's get started on that farm, and I'll keep talking. But yeah, there was a point where I was just like, I pretty much had everything, but not really. You know, like, you got the money, you got the girl, you got the nice job, you got a good career, a nice car if you want to add that to the list, friends, my family likes me, you know, all the things that are like in the classic checklist, to that people find that it's kind of like, oh well, you gotta have all these things and then you're good, right? And I had all of that, but I just felt that something inside was missing. And slowly I started just like I started trying to find answers as to why that was happening. And at the beginning, I found a lot of comfort in music. The farm. Because it was like an outlet for me to express myself. And I still do, like, I still make music, and I like making music. And that art form, or like that outlet of expression for me. How many? Maybe 20, because I don't have that much essence of life. I don't know why we would need sunflowers. I think there's like a lot of sunflowers outside, so maybe lettuce, beach sapling, greater essence of life. Oh. Okay, let's work with this first, and then we'll see. Oh, heavy leather. Oh, I killed a lot of bears, or yeah. Light leather, medium leather, and heavy leather. But yeah, I found like a lot of comfort, or not comfort, but I like making music. Started making me happy, or like I thought the fact that I was like making music, and it kind of is. But what I'm trying to say is, this looks like a nice spot, but let's see, it's not even. Maybe down here. I think that this looks good, but let's get that light hide real quick. Oh man. No, please. Well, hopefully we don't bump into that sunset glitch, or like everything disappearing on us. But I don't know how to use these though. Oh, I think I need like a tool to prepare the ground. Yeah, crude hoe. Why can't I craft it? Requires farmer's workbench tier 4. I have tier 1 and I need all of these. Oh geez. Okay, well let's start with this one. Okay, I think we're set. I'm gonna go to sleep so that we don't have any issues with the glitch, and well, that depends. Can I go to sleep? Oh yeah. And also we have like a little bit more daylight, and I can see what I'm doing clearer. So yeah, I thought like the fact that I was making music made me happy, and it does, and still does. But it's more the fact that I'm creating something, you know, like I'm. Oh, I don't think that's how it works. How do I do this? Okay. I don't know how to. I think I might just. Empty watering can? Wooden bucket? Fill the water to use. Water crops grow 2.5 times faster. Okay, I think we'll need one of these. And capture crate. Okay, I think I might just like Google, or I mean use AI for to find out how to do that. How do I prepare the ground to plant wheat seeds in hightail? So yeah, it was more like, I mean, these realizations came like slowly. So again, like I started focusing more on my music project, and that just pissed off so many people near to me, including my girlfriend at the time. She was like, well, it's gonna be music or me, and I was like, damn. Well, if you're like that, like if you're so easily convinced and you're making me choose on something, on like doing something I love, and you're not gonna support it, then that just means like you'll probably leave either way as soon as like we have any inconvenience. So I thought about it and I was like, well, music is never gonna leave me. But she will, so might as well just choose music. So I did. I chose music. And it says here, to prepare the ground for planting wheat seeds in hightail, you need simply to till dirt or grass blocks with a hoe. This turns them into tilled soil. Craft a farmer's workbench. At the farmer's craft a crew. Get wheat seeds. Clear the area. Pick a flat spot with dirt. Left click with any tool to remove first. Equip. Till the soil. Right click RMB on each dirt or grass block. It will instantly become tilled soil and ready for planting. Next, planting wheat for completeness. Okay, I think I did that, no? Oh, but I can't use this thing because maybe. Oh, okay. It was the shield that was causing the issue. My bad. Anyways. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. I think that's good. And then we'll use our wheat seeds. Cool. Very nice. I have to fill this with water, and luckily we have a little lake here. Oh, left click too. So yeah, I chose music and like music, I started making music like when I was 11 years old, I believe. I downloaded Ableton. Oh, we need more water. And I just started like watching tutorials on YouTube, and I started making friends within that like music as well. And I took like a music course locally. It was like a 3-month course, and I made a lot of friends there. Learned plenty of stuff, and a blue frog. I can make a frog face. So stupid. So yeah, just that was just like the beginning of my journey. There's nothing like really much to it, but I found meaning making music, kind of. And it's not like I'm like and I'll disclose this just out of, you know, I've seen like a lot of people do it, and it's like, I'm not suicidal. I'm a very happy person generally, despite that my face might not say the same most of the time. People think I'm either angry or like something's wrong with me, but it's just my face. And if you make me happy, then I'll laugh. But it's not like I have a resting bitch face. That's what they call it, I guess. And I'm just being me. Like, I'm not trying to like look a certain way or impose like a character, or like I'm not a gimmick. I'm just being me, like, genuinely. So yeah, anyways, what is this? Oh, cool. Let's see if we can do that with these okay, so I know I sometimes like make this, like, I make this whole tangent in my conversations where, like, I'm trying to get somewhere, but then I start giving out more details, and some people don't like that, and some people like people, again, I was saying, like, there's people that matter and there's people that don't matter, and to me, like, if you're a good listener, then that's cool, and if you're not, then that's cool as well, but that just kind of tells me what kind of person you are. So I won't tell you much about me if I notice a certain pattern in you that tells me that you don't really like to listen. And that could be something as simple as, like, you don't know how to take turns when having a conversation, or like not being able to read cues when someone's statement is finished, or like an idea that a person is trying to convey. And look at this, that's pretty quick. Should I water it again? It kind of looks moist, no? Anyways, maybe I can just go to a cave and see if I can kill that toad now that we have our armor. Maybe I'll do that. Let's try to do that. I'm feeling brave. So yeah, that's the reason why I like go on these tangents. Oh, let's try the bear. That's a good start. Jeez. Okay, that was still a big hit. Okay, one more not. Okay, cool. That wasn't that scary. We're still healing because of the health regen thing on the bottom left. So yeah, that's the reason why I like talk like that, and I've had people that listen to my stories, and I notice when people are like actually listening and they're engaged, and they kind of, you can see in their face like when someone is like really paying attention and interested in what you have to say. And I've had a lot of people just like tell me like, wow, I love how you tell stories, or I like how you are very expressive. And again, I'm just being me. so thank you. Like, that's really nice, definitely, to hear somebody compliment me that way. It definitely makes me feel really good and warm inside. That's a mole rat, no? And a goblin. so that's kind of why I got the goblin. Where is it? Oh, jeez. Okay. It's a little dark here. Did he die? Oh no. There we go. So yeah, sometimes like depending on who you are, then that's how I'll talk to you. Oh jeez. Okay, I'm kind of scared. No, I don't want to die again, because I have a lot of stuff. but like the armor is definitely helping. I had to like shut my computer off and everything, but I'm back, so it's all good. And I don't see where that fat toad went, but I think I almost had him, but whatever. Let's see. We'll try to find another. Oh, what was that? And then we'll go back and see how our wheat seeds are going. So yeah, I think I was like talking about how the way I talk and say stories, and like yeah, people just acknowledging or like giving me compliments about how I talk about those stories. And if I tell you stories, which I'm kind of doing right now, like not in a weird way, but like I like you, you know. And what I mean by that is like I trust you, or like you inspired trust in me, so that's why I am telling you stories. And yeah, I think that's a good indicator to see if but that's not like the only indicator for me. So yeah. So dead end. So yeah, the reason I was saying all that is because yeah, I think there's nothing really that has made me happier than just creating stuff, like in general. Like whether it be art, like music, or I tried painting like last year and I really liked it, but it's sort of, well, for the things I kind of want to do, it's sort of, I'm not gonna say it's not expensive, but you need like a lot of materials, and at the time I was just investing in other stuff, so I held back a little with the painting stuff. Oh, what is this? Jeez. Ew, kind of ugly. So yeah, painting, like I'll do a lot of stuff with the stuff I like. I'll create a lot of stuff with all the knowledge I gained in engineering, and I'll tell you guys maybe more about that in another time, but right now I don't want to talk about it much because it's a secret. It's not really a secret, but I just want to keep some stuff separate from this. And yeah. Oh, there it is. Let's go! Wow, that was easier. Was it because of the iron short bow? I don't know, maybe I felt more confident because I had the armor too. But that wasn't that scary. But it didn't drop anything. Anything like of substance. I think medium height, that's what it dropped. Let's go, we killed the fat toad. Wait, the air is still crispy. So maybe something's gonna pop up. What was I trying to do? Just like figure out if I could defeat the toad. Oh jeez. Jesus. What is that? A goblin. Oh, and no shade to like the people I'm mentioning, like my ex or whatever, like. Like I'm not like, again, I'm not trying to be salty here or like point that out and make her look like a bad person. But sometimes just people have different priorities, I guess. And that's okay. Like I would like. It was something I was pretty understanding, very mature, like the whole process of it, I guess. And we voiced our opinions and the stuff we wanted, so didn't work out. That's okay. The only reason I'm bringing this up is because, again, if my experiences kind of help you in a way to navigate your own world, then perfect. That's pretty much what it's all about. And also, it's kind of, I'm not saying like therapy, but because I don't really believe in therapy anymore. Although, like, if you're really like super lost, like, yeah, go to therapy, right? But otherwise, like, there's so many resources online, and I think AI, like, actually makes a pretty good substitute for therapy. And again, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a licensed professional or whatever to give out that kind of advice. But as far as my experience goes, like, you'd probably sometimes would be better off asking AI a couple questions than like going to there's a phrase that I kind of find funny, and it's like therapy. It's like if you separate it, it's like the therapist, the rapist. Okay, the grapist. And it's like, I'm not saying it's true, but as far as my experience goes, again, some of the therapists like are serving their own interests, and well, they gotta make money, right? So oh geez. So although they kind of operate in the same way as I was, small overgrown temple chest. Ooh, cool. I might take that for myself, and our bags are full, so let's go back. I have my chest, my chest collection. Oh, another chest. High roll chest. Mushroom skewer? Okay, so I want the chest, and what can I drop that's not that necessary? I don't think I need a copper pickaxe. Not this. Okay, got it. Alright, let's go back to the surface. So yeah, music was like very good to me, but the people involved in music, there's like a lot of envy, jealousy, a lot of greed, jealousy, envy, and greed. Too much of that shit I don't need. And my grandfather, rest in peace, he kind of warned me about the music industry, and he kind of tried, like, he didn't discourage me in full, like, as to why he didn't want me to be in that industry. But he was like, well, just be careful. like be very wary of who you're dealing with, and just keep your eyes open for weird people. Jeez, I always get lost when trying to head back. But yeah, he kind of warned me, because he was some sort of aware of how things went in the music industry, and I'll just tell you, like, it is harsh. It's terrible. It's very much what you make of it, but since there's like a lot of those negative things that I mentioned, like, there's just people who will want to bring you down because they envy you, or because they don't like you, like, just for existing. And I did have to learn that the hard way. But all of that stuff kind of makes you stronger. Jeez, I'm so lost. I think I'll just have to take my way back up, and let's try to reach for higher grounds. Okay, I think... Oh, we were already here. Okay, I think I'm gonna just do this, and I'll head back. I'm gonna speed this up because it's kind of annoying, so hold on a bit. Jeez. Okay, I'm back, and this one was kind of hard, or longer. At least that's how it felt. Anyways, yeah, my grandfather told me about the music industry and how it was like not a very good place. Blue frog. And yeah, I had to learn the hard way that it's definitely full of weird people that don't have their best interests at heart for you. It's a very cutthroat environment, very, how can I say it? It's very gatekept. Like, there's a lot of gatekeepers, and yeah, you're like, if you want to make it in music, like, at first, don't do it for the money, because that'll get old quick. And of course, like, everyone wants to make a living, I guess. But don't go at music don't don't wake up and then say, like, oh, I want to be an artist because I want to be rich and famous, and and I mean, I guess it just depends what you want, again, in life. But like, for me, it's not something cool. Check this out. High roller chest. Um, so yeah, like make music and do art because you love it, and you'll eventually get better at your craft, and you'll notice that that same thing, like the effort you put into it, and not just the effort, but all your emotions and like the things that are inside your soul, that you convey and transform into making art, that'll show up in the real world, and it'll make people feel stuff. So that's like ultimately what matters the most. And that's how you'll like eventually get somewhere that you want to be. But yeah. Oh, Grandpa. He was right. And sometimes, I really respect my elders. I've noticed young people don't do that anymore, and you don't have to. Like, there's very, like, a lot of shitty people that are old and like they don't know better. And I'm not saying like you have to disrespect them, but like just disregard them. Like you don't have to waste your energy on that kind of people. But as for people close to me, and like depending on who you are, I'll either respect you or like I'll be indifferent towards you if like I notice certain patterns. And that's something that I've noticed actually while growing up, is like I thought like grown-ups were all bad, and you know how you think like grown-ups know everything or whatever, and they're just people. They're just people with a couple years more than you, and that doesn't mean that they're gonna be smarter. They might have a little bit more experience, but that's also not guaranteed. So yeah, I used to be in like the music industry, I guess, and I'm not saying I'm like I don't want to be a part of it, because I want to convey my art, and like bring a net positive to the world with it. Oh. And what are these for? Maybe just keep them? Let's see what they do. Oh, let's go to sleep first. See how I made like a simple explanation into a hold? I guess. Oh, it's because I took it down and then placed it again. Oh, you know what? Let's do that again because I don't want that name over there. Okay. Oh. Nothing happened? Okay. I guess it's for mobs? Like to attack mobs? Oh, our wheat is ready, I guess? I have to harvest mature wheat. So yeah, I think what I'm trying to say is that you can find meaning in creating. Like, it doesn't matter what you create. Like, as long as you're creating, you'll find meaning and purpose, and you'll eventually find a way to make that something big or bigger, like bigger than yourself, to like help other people. Again, as for me, like, I know music is a tool. Well, at least for me. At least for me it is. And I don't want to sound like, how do you say it, like crude or... Like, I don't want to say that I'm like putting down music like that. But, because again, I love music. Like, it wouldn't make sense that I'm calling it a tool, because I think music is like just serves a purpose or whatever. But what I'm trying to say when I say that is that like it really matters. Well, again, for everyone will have their own opinion, I guess, and that's fine. What? I don't have to water it again? It's already moist? Because of the past one? That's cool. I think that's far better than just like having to water it constantly. So yeah, music is a tool, and if you can convey like a positive message with it, to make people's lives better, then like that's at least my goal with music. And don't get me wrong, like it's also an outlet to kind of vent, I guess. But you have to be really careful about, well, like do whatever you want, right? But like I think there's just music that some people are not ready to, or like they're not able to digest it properly. So if you make a song that conveys like a negative message or like a very sad message, but that ultimately leads people to be even sadder, or like to want to emulate whatever you're singing in the song, or like whatever, I think that's like, geez, it's kind of hard, cause like it's like the gun discourse, right? Like, should there be guns or no? And like I think you should be able to protect yourself. And I understand that some people won't use those tools to protect themselves, but rather to do or to cause harm. But it's the same with music. Like, you can't really control it, but you can never control it, right? But you can kind of set some stuff in place so that, you know, back in the day we had like rated R and all that stuff, so that kids or young people don't have like certain access to certain type of stuff, because some people don't know how to digest that stuff, you know? So they'll just try to emulate the person that's singing about whatever, and they'll try to do the same, and it's always not the best thing. Like, I believe that you have to be, like, depending on what you're putting out there, like I think it should have some sort of regulation. And it's the same with movies, right? Like, you won't put like a super graphic movie to a child. I think that's just wrong. And again, it's they're like, there's like rated R stuff, or PG something, you know, in a number. So you gotta like someone can watch it, but as long as the parents are aware of that. And I think that's important. And again, you'll never be able to control it, and less nowadays with the internet. But at least having the decency of having something labeled as potentially, I'm not saying harmful, but something that people of certain ages are not ready for. Should have, I guess. But yeah. But yeah, again, I'm happy. I'm just chilling, trying to figure out stuff, the same as you. And although I figured out a lot of stuff, I'm still learning every day. I think that's a cool thing to do, like always keep a student mindset, and don't put yourself down, right? Like, if you've learned stuff, then cool, try to help other people learn that stuff as well. And ultimately, just lead by example. But yeah, again, I was just telling the story of how, like, I got into this whole rabbit hole of finding out, of finding myself, finding meaning, and happiness and just enjoying what I do. And again, if you're not happy with what you have right now, or you don't find, I think content is the word? No. Like, it just ties back to what I was trying to say, like if you're not happy with what you have right now, then once you make it big and you have like a lot of money or material stuff, oh, my sword broke. Let's go and repair it. Yeah, you'll like sorry, you'll never be happy with like with everything if you're not at peace with yourself. And although you can be born into a rich family or whatever, that doesn't guarantee you'll be happy. And again, I'm not throwing shade to anyone. It's just what I've seen. Like, so many people, they have everything, you know, but they really don't. And it's because they haven't found inner peace. And it's still work. Like, it's not something like, oh, I found inner peace and I'm peaceful now. It's something that you have to constantly be working towards. Like, it takes work to be peaceful. And that's why you have to protect your peace, like, kind of with your life. Because otherwise people will just try to make you feel not peaceful, or like they'll try to rob you away from your peace, and you can't let them. Never let them steal away your peace. And you'll always have obstacles and issues, and life is not perfect. There's ups and downs. Everything comes in waves. You know, sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down. But I think when I say, like, try to find your peace, is try to find, like, instead of having the waves, like, crash so violently, try to make it like a sine wave that's super mellow, so that the highs aren't that high and the lows aren't that low. Because highs that are too high are I'm not saying they're bad, but they're also something that's not sustainable, because there's only so much that your body can take and assimilate. So that's why I was mentioning, like, the game, like, keep the game interesting, like, keep your life moving. Because I mean, hopefully you get to that place, and I think I have gotten to that place, sort of, where it's kind of like up to me now, you know, like it's kind of up to me what I want to do, and that's why I was saying, like, it was kind of a game, not because I'm saying it's like a game in the sense that I don't care for it, but rather because it's like video games, right? Like let's use Hytale for as an analogy. Like if I don't find something to do, then I'll just get bored and I won't want to do anything. And let's say I use cheat codes or hacks, and then I'll just have infinite essence of life to make a lot of wheat seeds, and I'll just make a farm super quick. But that's not the point of it, you know? Like, you have to have some sort of motivation to keep playing, and for me that's kind of it. Like, that's kind of it. Like, that's kind of life for me, at least right now. And it's like, okay, I woke up, I'm grateful, I thank God for that, and now what? Like, what do I do? So I pretty much just invent stuff to do, to convey my art, to like take it a step further, or try something new that I haven't done, and that just keeps things interesting. And if you're in survival mode, then you won't be able to know what I'm talking about, but that's okay. You can get out of survival mode. It's not impossible. It's hard, maybe, but it's as hard as you want it to be. Like I took an Uber a while ago, and this guy was like just started talking to me, and since it was kind of like a long ride, so he started telling me how his wife cheated on him and left him and took the house and pretty much left him on the street, like literally. And the guy was super down, like down bad. And he was like drinking every day, like super cheap alcohol. He was just doing terrible, right? And he went from having like a house with his wife and a family, a car, you know, all those stuff that are like kind of like what people strive to have, to living on the street, like being homeless, sleeping wherever he could. But he snapped out of it, like out of the depression, I guess. And he said, like, I started sweeping floors on whatever business I could find, and I just went about like every business and asked them if I could like clean their business, and like they could give me pretty much whatever they wanted. And eventually a business owner was like, what's up, doggy? You mad? So yeah, eventually someone hired him to do like all the cleaning for his business. And he told me how he saved up pretty much every penny. And he did that for a couple of months, I think, or I think almost a year. Can't touch this. So yeah, he just saved all his money and then he found about Uber, and he managed to secure a loan to get a car, and like he bounced back kind of quick, you know, because he already knew what having it kind of good was, so it wasn't that hard for him to get out of that rut. But he still went to like a pretty crazy downhill, right? Like from having a house, a job, and a wife to sleeping on the street. That's gotta be rough. And I'm not saying, again, you have to go through that. That's why I mentioned last log that you don't really have to learn the hard way some of the times. Jeez. Okay, I'm back, and yeah, I ran out of storage again. But yeah, I was talking about that Uber guy, and how he was like going through a rough time, and he kind of knew how to bounce back, right? But still went through a rough time, and kind of learned the hard way. So I was saying that you don't really have to. That's why I'm telling these stories, because they're kind of like cautionary tales, I guess, so that you don't, or at least try not to make the same mistakes. But yeah, eventually, again, the guy got into driving Uber, and he was like showing me pictures of like his house, his new house, and he was like, well, now I have like I have like 5 cars, and I have 5 people driving Uber for me. Frog, is it our friend Frogger? And that's kind of nice, no? Like it's kind of nice to know someone made it out of the mud, how they say. But yeah, man, there's just people who don't want to see you happy, that they don't want to see you win. They'll do just about everything to like sabotage your life, and usually these are like very narcissistic, psychopathic, or sociopathic people. You have to be really cautious about the kind of people. Because they don't care. Like they don't they're like very sadistic, and they'll find pleasure in seeing you lose or like get hurt. So yeah, that's a lot of the music industry. It's like a very dark place if you let it get to you. And again, I've dealt with this for since I was like 11 years old, so I kind of know how to navigate that. Like sadly, I kind of, I'm not saying I got used to it, because you don't get used to being treated poorly, or at least I hope you never do, because I don't. But yeah, man, there's just people who want to see you fail, and there's this picture in like going on in social media or whatever, and it's like there's like this person hanging from a cliff, and there's another person looking upwards, and you're trying to like get up, and it shows like the person on the top like trying to making an effort to give you his hand, when in reality he has like a rope here. And that's a lot of the music industry. Like, a lot of people will try to like appear that they're helping you, but they actually have like all the tools over here to help you go up, to give you a leg up or whatever. But they don't really want to help you. They're just like serving their own self-interest, and they'll try to keep you like at a certain space that they can control you, or like that you're easily manipulatable, so that you can serve their own self-interests. And that's with a lot of things, you know, like that's with jobs, you know, like as for me, I think I'm different in that sense. Like, I'll be more magnanimous, because, oh, my mouse ran out of battery, but let me just connect it. I thought I charged it. Anyways, yeah. As for me, like I've done that before, and I'll try to be magnanimous in the sense that if I have someone working for my business, then I'll want to see you eventually make it to a place where you're kind of either in a partnership position, or you're like I can like kind of help you make your own business. But some people are just happy where they are, and that's fine. Like, if you want to work and just do that, then that's fine. I don't blame you. Sometimes it's easier because having a business is definitely not for everyone. It takes hard work, in the sense that, not hard work, because I was saying how hard work is relative, right? But it takes a lot of determination. And this fucking glitch again. As expected. So yeah, it takes a lot of effort. If you don't have the appropriate tools to go about that. And I think that you can always make it, right? But sometimes it'll take like a little bit more of you than it'll take other people, and that's fine, as long as you persevere. Sorry. And you really like want that outcome for yourself, then you'll make it. And again, I've had so many obstacles and in the form of just situations, people that will try to stop me from achieving whatever I want to achieve. And yeah, you can never let that get to you, because otherwise you're just giving up, and that means that they win and you lost. So I posted a phrase on X from Jocko Willink. That's his name, I think. Let's see. I can't find it. Oh, here it is. Besides death, all failure is psychological, from Jocko Willink. This guy is, I think he was like an ex-Marine or like an ex-Navy SEAL or something like that. But yeah, yeah, it's like if you wake up tomorrow and you're able to do stuff, then it doesn't matter what yesterday happened. And that's also something else, another phrase that I posted today, I guess today. Well, it depends when you see this video, right? But that is like every day you wake up is like a chance for you to be someone new. Like you don't have to be whoever you were even like 10 minutes ago, you know? Like you can be someone different and just reinvent yourself as needed. Like you don't have to stick to a job. You don't have to stick to something that you've been doing for 10, 15, 30, 50 years or whatever, just because you think that's what you've done your whole life. Like you can always do something new. And yeah. Cool talk. This came out of just me trying to explain that when I said it's not like I'm like I want more. Like I do want more, right? What happened to this torch? Whatever. Like I do want more. I want a lot of things, and it's just about keeping it in a way, or framing it in a way that you're not lost in the sauce, where you're like so obsessed with like always wanting more and more and more that you're never happy. Because once you reach that inner peace, then everything becomes a game. And when everything becomes a game, you're just like looking towards the next step, instead of just like wanting more because, just be like, look, I want more. Why do you want more? Oh, just because. I mean, and it's also a fair, it's also a fair, like if, like whatever floats your boat, right? But, I've found happiness and peace within that frame. like just doing what I like, being happy in the moment and not like being anxious of the future or the past. So I think that if you find that inner peace for yourself, that you'll be much better off in wherever point of your life you're at, as opposed to like not finding that peace and just like blindly going after more and more and more without even knowing why you want more. You feel me? And again, as for me, I just want to help people get to that spot where you're like sufficiently self-aware to like make others people's lives nice and make other people happy. Because if we're not here like to help each other, then what are we doing? Like it's just like I see all of these things nowadays, like just people like just trying to be happy at the expense of others. And in all true honesty, I can't imagine, like I can imagine, but I don't know how you could find happiness in just making other people miserable. It's like, you know, there's enough for everyone, right? But then again, I've seen also like experiments that people have done with computers, or like simulations where they set like a utopic scenario and nobody's happy. So I mean, hey, there's Nemo. So again, we won't ever know for sure if that's actually true until that happens. But it kind of makes sense, I guess, right? It's like the yin yang. For there to be light, there has to be darkness as well. So I don't know. I just want to pull people into the light, I guess. Because sometimes it gets way too dark out there. And that's not that cool. So we gotta have a balance, right? And yeah, music changed my life for the better. Like I don't regret absolutely anything. Everything has gotten me to where I am right now. And I'm just grateful for the good and the bad, because that's shaped me to who I am now. And I'm not perfect. I'm still a work in progress, like you. But I strive to be. And although maybe I will never be perfect or a saint or whatever, I can at least say I tried. I can at least say I help people. Ooh, let's make more. Okay. I was gonna make a short video, but then I started just talking. But that's okay. I think I feel good. about putting this out there. And again, if you feel triggered about anything of what I said, then you got some work to do. But it's like no shade at anyone. Like, people will always try to paint you like the villain or like a terrible person, or like he's crazy, he's unstable. And let them let people say whatever they want. Only you know who you are and what you represent, and not even your thoughts or what you say, like not even what I'm saying right now ultimately matters. And like, again, I'm not putting myself down, but I'm saying it in the sense that your actions are what ultimately define who you are. Like, it's not what you say, it's not what you think, it's not what any of that, it's what you do. And what you do ultimately matters more than all of that stuff. So I'm rooting for you. I know you'll get to a nice place where you find peace and happiness. And you can't be happy always, right? Like, there's, again, the wave, there's ups and downs. That's why being happy is a nice feeling, because whenever you have it, then you feel good. But if you felt happy all the time, then you wouldn't know what being happy is. So I think being at peace is like a neutral spot where you want to be. And just let everything be a bonus. If something comes, cool. If something goes, okay, cool too. Hold me, let go. So yeah, look at us now. They tried to bury us, but they didn't know we were seeds that grew out of the dirt they threw to us. So yeah, I hope you found this video helpful. And again, no shade at all to the people that feel triggered. And if you feel triggered, then look for help. I'm not being salty, I'm just trying to help other people with my experiences. What should we name our blue frog friend? So stupid. A duck? Let's call him Azul. 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 Azul is kind of a cool name. Azul. Azul. So yeah. So yeah, sorry. I'm just a bit like thinking about what to say next. And I'm not sorry. I'm just used to saying that. Sadly. But yeah, don't apologize for something you don't have to apologize for. And to all the people that have wronged me, thank you. I love you for that. And I still love you, and I will always love you because you taught me a valuable lesson. And that helped me get to where I am right now. And although it might not be where I want to be, it certainly is way further than I thought I could ever be. And to the people who helped me and that want to help me, I love you too. I love you a lot. And trust me, if I have a problem with you, I will literally, like, not in a weird way, in a bad way. Like I'll try to patch things up. Like I'll try to talk to you, like, and look for a way that we can come to terms, or, you know, at least agree to disagree or whatever. And if that's not even possible, then it's okay. Like, I've done that so many times with friends in the past that I wanted to hold on to dearly, and that wasn't possible. And that's okay, you know? I tried. But everyone's on their own journey, and I don't blame anyone for the decisions they make. But yeah, just be grateful and appreciate everything that you have. But always strive for more. And now that I gave all this speech, you know what I mean by like always strive for more, but not really. So anyways, I've been having that glitch issue, you know, that everything disappears. You saw it like in this log as well, and I think it's part of the Hightail development. And I understand that this game is like a work in progress and all of that, and I chose to support it by paying for the early access because I was inspired by Simon's story, and yeah, I think I'll probably make a couple of these, and I'll just wait for a bit for the next big update or release, or at least until I know this glitch is patched up, because I know it might be annoying for you, and it's kind of annoying for me too. So I have a lot of games that I want to play, not just this one, and I did mention that in the past videos. Like, I want to show you like what kind of games I like, and not only the games but music and stuff. But I'm just getting the hang of this whole YouTube thing, and I'll start posting more stuff about my art, about me, my music, and just whatever comes to mind, really. Again, this is just like an outlet for me to express myself, and And I really like YouTube because YouTube has helped me find so many like-minded people and people who have helped me get to this mental place where like I'm much more aware of stuff. And although like I sometimes felt that way, the sometimes watching someone that's going through the same stuff is nice to have like that reassurance that like, oh, okay, well then I'm not the only one who's having this issue or going through this and that. And you like nobody has all the answers. I definitely don't. So I always strive to keep on learning. And if my videos and my stories help you learn, then great, perfect. That's why I do all of this. Excuse me, I think I'm having hiccups. So I think I'll cut it here. I'll try to upload another video tomorrow, and we'll see if we can make like a little sheep farm. And yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it. And I'm rooting for you. I know you can do whatever you put your mind to, and I love you, and never let me go. Peace out.